If you've got some money laying around and you're looking for somewhere to put it, chances are you probably want to avoid some of the big banks. Just looking at their interest rates that they're giving out right now, around 0.01%, it's not much better than just putting the money under your mattress. Fortunately though, you came to the right video because I'm going to be showing you 5 of the best high yield savings accounts with interest rates that are much more favorable. Let's begin with the first, which is the Discover Online Savings Account. The current APY is 3.75%, and just be aware that these rates can vary over the course of the year and from one year to the next, of course, as well. So if you're seeing this video several months from now, just be sure to look on the website for the most current rates. It also has no monthly fees, no minimum opening deposit, no monthly balance requirements, and it gives you 100% US-based customer service available to you around the clock. Your funds are also FDIC insured up to $250,000. And since I do have a Discover Online Savings account myself, I can speak to the fact that their customer service is indeed very good. When you log in, you can actually go to the top here on the menu where it says Help. Clicking on that will actually give you the option to start a chat. The window pops up, and eventually once you get through the bot, you can get a live agent to actually answer your questions, and they've always been very helpful. I've also used the phone for customer service too. Again, their reps are great. In terms of the overall experience and layout once you log into your account on the online dashboard or even via the mobile app, which I'll show you in a second, it's a bit crowded here. They do show you a lot of stuff up front, but it is well organized. So I do see things like available balance plus monthly money movement to see what's coming in versus what's coming out. Interest year to date that's been earned. I'm making this in January, so I've earned $0 so far. All my activity is there in the middle, plus some other tabs that may show other features on the right-hand side, like direct deposit in this case. And up at the top, you've got your main menu for activity, transfers and payments, services, security, and to open another account. And here's another screenshot of my account on the mobile app version, also nicely laid out. I wish it were a little less crowded, maybe burying some features that are not super used often under like an other menu. But overall, once you get familiar with all the different text and sections that they show you all up front, it's pretty easy to navigate around the app, and I do like it. Next on the list is the Capital One 360 Performance Savings Account. At the time of recording, your funds can earn at a 3.8% APY. There are also no fees and no worries to worry about. This includes no monthly fees, no maintenance fees, so on and so forth. And there's also no minimum to open your account or to keep it open and avoid any fees. Even if you have $0 for a little while, that's totally okay. Your balances are insured by the FDIC for up to $250,000. And speaking to the overall layout and how things are set up here with Capital One on their main dashboard here on a desktop, it's one of my favorites. I've been using Capital One for several years. It's much simpler than Discover and a few others too. They just show you what you need, and if you want to use some more of the advanced features, they always have their expanded menus to offer you those too. But here, I've got basically a transfer money button. I bet you can imagine what that does. A second transfer money option, in case you didn't see the first one, automatic savings to automatically put money into your account on a regular basis, the option to view your statements, and also view other account services and settings, which encompasses quite a bit when you expand that menu out. Then from there, you even have your shopping offers. These are like little digital coupons to give you even more cash back and savings at a lot of great merchants. As you can see here, StubHub, the Home Depot, Marriott Bonvoy, eBay, and many others too. So it's like a little additional boost or rewards here. And then all of your transactions are listed from there too. Their mobile app is also fantastic. I use it constantly. It's very simply laid out. You can even see here where it says transfer from, transfer to, the date, the amount, an optional note that you can write yourself to remember what the transaction was for, and then a nice slide to transfer feature to confirm when everything is set. Option number 3 is the Ally Bank Savings Account. It's currently offering an APY of 3.8%, and like we've seen so far with the other ones that we've discussed, there are no fees that most other normal banks from the larger banks would charge you. For instance, no overdraft fees, no ACH transfer fees, no monthly maintenance fees, and no minimum balance to open the account or even to maintain it open, and also no incoming wire fees. Of course, you've got the same FDIC insurance up to $250,000. Ally calls this buckets, and you can open up multiple buckets for multiple goals. They also have this thing called boosters to help you save even faster and with more regularity. They also have a feature called roundups, which actually takes the transactions that you make, for instance, on your debit card or something like that, and they round up to the nearest dollar. And once they've accrued $5 in roundups, that's transferred to your savings account. So for that feature to make more sense, you want to consider opening one of their checking or what they call spending accounts as well to go along with your savings account. And then lastly here, we have surprise savings. To use Ally's words, we analyze your linked checking accounts for safe to save money, then transfer it to your savings so you don't have to. Now, I'll admit, although I'm an active Ally user myself, both for savings and for checking, I find their layout to be a little less than desirable. It's fine once you get used to it. I've had no problems, but there was a bit of a learning curve just to remember where things are and to really orient myself properly. For instance, at the very top left, you've got your accounts drop down plus your open an account button. Underneath that, in the darker purple, you've got your transfers, payments, deposits, documents, all those types of things. And then under that, which I've nicknamed my account for the fun account, you can call it whatever you want. There is an edit nickname link. But then right around there, you've got your account number, your debit card, an expandable link for account details, then upcoming transactions, transaction history below that. Then back up at the top right, you've got your profile and settings over there. So just kind of a bunch of stuff kind of all over. It does not look messy, but just remembering where certain features are was a little bit of a challenge for a few weeks once I got used to it. Their mobile app, although it has the same features, is a little bit better designed though. I do like how they have 4 main buttons, including transfers, deposit checks, Zelle, and then there are more options. So yeah, the main things that you'll be doing, mostly a transfer or deposit, are just right there in front of you, which is great. Something that I do really like though is just like Discover, they have online chat for their help as well. Kind of rare to see in these days, which is kind of mind-boggling, I know, but you see there where they have their customer service number, the 1877 number. Right to the left, they have a link for chat. That will then give you the Message Us pop-up window. It starts with a bot, as is expected, but you can ask for a live agent. Once they eventually get on the line, they'll be able to assist you really live in the moment. By the way, since we're talking about online banking here, if you decide to open up any of the accounts that we're discussing in this video, I want to briefly mention the importance of staying safe while you're online. In case you missed it, Ticketmaster suffered a data breach in the middle of 2024 that exposed the personal information of 560 million customers, including full names, addresses, partial credit card info, and more. This really hit home for me because I and millions of people have trusted and used Ticketmaster for years. Unfortunately, data breaches are on the rise, and one of the most notable ones involved national public data. That incident compromised over 2.9 billion records used to perform background checks on people, and it included social security numbers. I bring all this to your attention because we're all really susceptible to having our data leaked, especially while banking and transacting online. Despite this though, I personally feel secure because I've been using today's sponsor, Aura, for 2 years now. Aura monitors your personal data, including your social security number, across billions of data points. And if your identity ever gets stolen, they'll alert you about the threat and back you with up to $5 million in insurance. Additionally, Aura offers a bunch of other features that keep you safe online, including real-time alerts for data breaches, a VPN for secure browsing, data broker opt-out to stop companies from selling your personal information, a password manager to help you create and store strong passwords, and more. So if you'd like to protect yourself while banking online or simply browsing the web, go to aura.com/MarkReese to get a 2-week free trial. There's a link down below in the description as well. Now back to the best high-yield savings accounts. Up next, we have one that is new to me. I actually opened an account myself for the first time before recording this video to get some hands-on experience with it, but it's actually been around since 2016. It is Marcus by Goldman Sachs. The rate that they're offering right now is 3.9% for their APY. There are also no fees associated with this account in terms of monthly maintenance or things of that nature. Also, no minimum deposit to open or maintain your account. And what I also love are the same-day transfers of up to $100,000 to and from other banks. Is your money FDIC insured? Of course it is, up to the maximum allowed by law right now, which is $250,000. And once you log into your account, you get to see this beautiful blue welcome screen. Very modern in its design, super clean too. You're not bombarded with a bunch of stuff. If we zoom in here a little bit, you can see where it has my online savings option. Clicking directly on it brings me into that account. So if I had multiple Marcus accounts, they would have all been listed on that previous page. Now we're in my savings account. I just decided to put $100 in there to test the funds transfer feature. It worked beautifully. I like how it shows the APY and interest rate right there front and center. Also my account number plus the routing number. Should I need to use it to connect another account, I can do so. Grab it right there. Also my history of my transactions. Right now I've just got my one since I'm new to the account, but they'll all be listed right there. And then up at the top, I got my links to my accounts. If I had multiple, for instance, transactions, documents, other resources, and help. You'll also notice in the bottom right-hand corner a little icon for chat. I wanted to see what their customer service was like, given that they kind of boasted about it on their home screen here. So I pulled it up, asked for an agent right off the bat, was connected immediately to someone named Walter, asked the question of if I can open up multiple online savings accounts with Marcus, and if so, was there a limit to the number of my accounts? And here is what he said. In this case, there's a limit of 10 online savings accounts per customer, but you can open as many CD accounts and no penalty CD accounts as you'd like. Each account will have a different account number and all will be found on your accounts page. Super quick, super easy, and exactly what I needed to know. So thumbs up for that experience. I can also give a thumbs up for their mobile app as well. Again, super nicely laid out, no confusion whatsoever, even shows multiple accounts one right after the other should you want to open up more than one. And for our final high yield savings account option in this video, although I will give you a few runner-ups at the end if you want to stick around to see what those are. For even more options, the next one we have here is SoFi with their high yield savings account. And you'll notice here that it actually comes with a checking account. You get both open together, and I'll show you that in just a few seconds. For the savings portion though, it's currently at 3.8% APY, no fees or minimum balances. You can also set it and forget it with their automatic savings that you can customize and set up yourself. On the checking side, it also has that roundup feature to automatically put more money into your savings. Same thing here with vaults like we've seen before, where you can divide up your total savings amount into different bucketed goals. And of course, FDIC insurance up to the $250,000 cap, although you can opt in to go as high as $2 million. Another cool feature on the checking side is that you can actually earn a little bit of interest there as well, which is rare in today's world for checking products. The APY for the checking account is 0.5%. Here's what the online dashboard looks like. This is a screenshot from my account that I have open right now. SoFi actually has a bunch of different financial products on their platform. You can see at the top menu, there's banking, credit card, investment, loans, and more. So it's actually a pretty big ecosystem. It can become overwhelming, but once you log in, if you go to banking there in my top left, you can expand that down, and from there it will show you checking and savings at the same time and your balances for each one. You can then click on one of the individual ones that you want to view for the moment. In this case, we're talking about savings, so I clicked on that and it shows you everything you need to know, including your current APY and more. You'll notice that my APY there is 1.00%. So I forgot to clarify this earlier when it showed 3.8%. That is up to 3.8%. Some accounts are like this where you have to do a certain activity or have a balance to get their top rate. Most banks that we discussed in this video don't have that requirement, but right now SoFi does. So to earn the top 3.8% APY rate, you've got to do one of these three things. Either receive a direct deposit every 30-day evaluation period, or deposit $5,000 or more every 30-day period, or pay the SoFi Plus subscription fee every 30 days. As long as you do one or more of those activities, you'll be earning at 3.8%. Otherwise, it's 1%. Shouldn't be a big deal if you use this as your primary account for your paycheck and stuff like that. Also, I will admit that their layout is a little bit, confusing when you first see it. It's just basically a white page and a bunch of text all over the place, but it is pretty simple once you just go line by line all the way down and you kind of absorb what it all has to offer you. For example, I like the transfer button to move funds in and out right there. That's easy. Also, adding your vaults to divide up your funds by goals is right there. And then everything else is hidden under the More tab, which is also kind of a nice way to keep it all clean. Their mobile app is also great, super intuitive and easy to use, showing you the features that you use most often, which is great. Furthermore, there's actually a welcome offer that you can be eligible for by using the link down below in the description. It is my referral link, and unlike a lot of the other banks that we've talked about so far, you can earn up to $325 for using their account and meeting their requirements. To earn that bonus, you can get your first $25 when you get your SoFi checking and savings account. Then when you set up direct deposit and wait for that deposit to hit your account, which is basically 2 or 4 weeks of a wait period. And then finally, earn $50 to $300 depending on your direct deposit amount. And here's a little table here that they have in their terms and conditions showing you the different levels. So if that direct deposit is anywhere from $1 to just under $1,000, there's no additional bonus for that. But you can earn your $50 if it's $1K up to just under $5K. And then $5K or more is a $300 bonus. That offer may come and go throughout the year. Also, it could change. So whatever the offer is when you're looking at this video, just use the link below and read the terms before you decide to apply so you know what you're getting yourself into. Last up here, a nice summary for you all. Here are the main banks that we talked about in this video. There are 5, and I organized them by the lowest to highest APY as I film this. Also, if you want some additional ones to look into, because some of you may want to rate chase if you want to go find the highest rate out there, Amex also has 3.8%. Betterment and Wealthfront are offering 4%, although those are more of cash management accounts, but are still just fine to keep your money parked there for a while. Synchrony is offering 4.1%, and CIT Bank 4.35%. Although with them, you do have a $5,000 minimum balance required to earn at that top tier rate, and then a $100 minimum opening deposit. And you'll find that becomes a lot more common once you get to the higher rates that are available on the market. They may have requirements to go along with it. A for opening and or B to maintain that balance in different tiers for different rates. And with all that said, you now have some great options to choose from to earn interest on your parked money that is set aside for emergencies or whatever you want it to be for, as opposed to going with a lot of the bigger banks which earn an abysmal rate. Also, before you go, be sure to check out the links down below in the description area. You'll find links to the accounts that we discussed in this video, as well as a great way to earn some more cash back whenever you shop online through Rakuten. You can even switch from cashback to Amex points if you prefer that, to get your 2-week free trial with Aura and protect yourself online. And should you want to see some great credit cards as well, you can also find a link to my site to some great credit card offers. They can filter down by reward, benefit, and more to easily find the ones that you like best. Thank you all for watching. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.